Take one class, save a life. A program called Stop the Bleed is teaching you how to handle a crisis situation. News 12 New Jersey's Kimberly Kravitz got some hands-on training today. She joins us live now in the studio. So, Kimberly, how was it?
Yes, Brittany. So I learned so much today in class, but one thing that jumped out at me was that it can take just 3 to 5 minutes for a person with a critical wound to bleed out and die. So how can you best prepare yourself in an emergency situation? One New Jersey registered nurse is taking it upon himself to teach others how to stop the bleed.
To simply apply pressure.
It's a training program that began in the wake of the 2012 Sandy Hook school shooting that killed 26 students and faculty members in Connecticut. The purpose is to prevent further tragedy if a victim could receive medical attention sooner rather than later.
Accidents frequently happen, and they happen when you least expect them.
Which is why Gary Monteleone is coaching the public just like me how to respond in an emergency situation.
You just open it up.
Open it up.
And generally speaking, this would be big enough to get around a limb. So
And that's what we have
That's
here.
what we have here.
So we're going to have about 4 inches from the wound, you said,
Yes,
right?
between 2 to 3 inches above the wound.
And keep the workspace in the front. For
Yeah.
all of you who may be familiar with this, there's a timestamp here, and then
Absolutely.
we go ahead and we place it over just like so. And then we would take a Sharpie or a pen to write exactly what time it is.
yes.
One man who was amputated immediately after being hit by a car lived to tell about it, all thanks to folks who were prepared and took this course.
Luckily, somebody called 911 really quick. Ambulance got there, and then they had to place tourniquets on my legs to stop the bleeding.
It's awesome because it's hands-on. You see and you practice and you're there.
This class really applies to anybody who's willing and able to potentially save lives.
Yes, so for anybody interested, there's a class tomorrow night at the Recoil Indoor Shooting Range in Monroe Township at 6 p.m. and then again on October 30th at 3 p.m. Kimberly Kravitz, News 12, New Jersey.